So, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Power Rangers Mighty Morphin Season 3 Ninja Zord. Yes, the Ninja Megazord. And this one is a little weird. So, I've had this one longer than I had the other one, even though they've existed. Now, these were my brother's items, the original and this one, but I was given them, and thus I've taken care of them. But, this one not as well, because he was left in a kind of open window, and he's a bit yellow. The other one doesn't have, like, much yellowing. Titanus does, but on the Falcon Zord especially, it is bad. You can tell. It is also a little bit on the others, mostly on the Frog Zord there. Is it a frog or a toad? I'm unsure. I think it should be a toad just for the pure size of it, but oh well. And, yeah, so that is the kind of main crew here. So this is the main group. So there's 5 main ones, but I put the Falcon Zord in just because it is kind of a part of it. It does combine with more, like the Shogun Megazord, which is the different one from this season. I don't own that one. I only own this one from Season 3, unfortunately. But let's just kind of get into this. So we're going to first start off with the biggest of the Zords from the main Megazord itself. So we're going to start with the Frog Zord first. The Frog Zord is a intriguing Zord, to say the least. It is the biggest out of the original. At least I'd say it's either that or the bear, but I genuinely do think the Frog Zord's bigger. It's a lot heftier, a lot more to it. And as far as it goes, it is one of my favorite Zords from the whole set. And it is unique, because I don't think we've ever had another Frog Zord other than this one. As far as yellowing goes, it might be a bit hard to see it. Actually, no, you can see it really well. It is right there. You can see it's kind of beige because it's gray plastic, so it doesn't turn yellow. It more turns beige. And there's a lot of that also on the leg there. As you can see, mostly right there. Up here seems to be fine. But as far as the Frog Zord goes, not a lot going on. It is primarily just black and silver. It has the nice silver on it, nice red eyes. Some nice chrome on the side. The chrome actually did survive on this one, unlike is it a monkey? Is the red one a monkey Zord? Apparently it was. I don't know. But I don't think. It doesn't look like it, but I think it actually is supposed to be. I'll correct that. But yeah, so that is the black Zord. So let's get into the next one, which is the yellow Zord. So the Bear Zord is one of the more intriguing ones as well. It is the main centerpiece Zord. So this is the whole chest piece. It is missing a part. So there's supposed to be this kind of chrome, kind of spiky bar that goes in the mouth. I've never had it. I've never once owned it. I've had this thing since I was like very young, and I've never had it in my life. I've had this thing complete. So there is a couple things. Also, these, I'm not mistaken, the Red Zord also comes with size. I don't have those either. But I do obviously have the hand caps, which are stored on the Bear Zord. And they're not the best looking, for being honest. They just kind of stick on them. And as far as they go, pretty good. No articulation on this one. It makes some very disturbing noises, though, due to these being on springs. And as far as it goes, the sticker is yellow, but it's actually a bit faded to silver, if you look. So that's a bit odd. The other side has not done that, though. I guess that's the form of yellowing that this took on. I mean, I like the Bear Zord a lot. I think it's a pretty cool one. Not as unique as the Frog Zord, though. The Frog Zord is one of the most unique Zords in Power Rangers, and I don't even care. And as far as it goes, same red eyes, everything like that. I think they're painted. I don't think they're translucent. They actually might be on this one. But that is the Bear Zord, so let's take a look at the Wolf Zord next. The Blue Zord, or the Wolf Zord, is probably the best looking Zord, one of them, easily out of the entire set. I don't even feel like it matches with this Megazord. This Megazord's a really weird one, because this is one of the first ones where I think it has, like, severed arms. Like, the arms are separate in the Power Rangers, that is. I don't know about the Super Sentai, but I think this is the earliest one to date that has different colored arm parts. Because the other ones prior to this season are pretty uniform colored. This one has a red arm and a blue arm, which is unique. far as it goes, the metallic is chrome here is still on the sides very nicely. Stickers are on still. It does have this weird white peg and a not very good spot, but hey. What are you going to do? As you've seen, mouth opens, eyes are painted red. Thing looks great. I actually really do think this is one of the better Zords out of the entire thing. I actually really just love it a lot. I just love the blue, too. I don't know what it is, but this color blue is really nice. That's really all I can say about it. So let's get into the Red Zord. The Red Zord, which is incomplete and very scuffed. Like I said, I don't know if this is a monkey. Apparently, I'm still not sure. I'll just call it the Red Zord because I'm not 100% sure. Because it looks like a samurai guy. But everything else is animals, and I'm pretty sure it was referred to as that. It's really weird. As far as the Red Zord goes, pretty good. A lot of stickers on this one, though. This one's probably the most sticker-heavy of the bunch. Knees, shins, shoulders, arms. And he would have had 2 size, but they're gone. God knows where they went. And he is just an intriguing one outright. As I said, the chrome is very scuffed on this one. But most of the rest of the chrome on everything else is good. Even on the Falcon, I don't want to call it an eagle. It's a Falcon Zord. I know it's the Falcon Zord. But that is the Red Zord. It does have some articulation. Unlike the other ones don't really have any. How much articulation? It has arms. So that is the Red Zord. So let's get into the Crane. The Crane Zord, aka the smallest Zord of the bunch. It is missing 1 sticker on the side here where the eye is, but luckily it's sculpted. And I guarantee you, it was painted in Japan, wasn't it? As far as it goes, though, pretty good all around. It's a bit weird looking. There's a giant thing sticking off the top, which is really just the helmet's, like, crest peak thing. But yeah, this thing's blatantly the head. It's the smallest one. You already know it's the head. It's just very blatant. It can look up and down, and you can kind of pull that up. You don't want to pull it up too far, though. But yeah, there's not really much I can say about the Crane Zord other than it's small, and it actually has pink in it for once. For once, I also think this may be the first time we've had a pink Zord actually have pink in it in Power Rangers history, because they're primarily white. That's still a thing that's true to this day, usually. Actually, no, that's a lie. Up to a point, they started turning them pink, but initially, they were always white with a hint of pink. It'd always be like the secondary color's pink, but the primary color's white. I don't know why they did that, but they eventually switched that up. I said that, and then I was like, oh yeah, I just reviewed Dino Fury, and there's a full-on pink Zord in that, so... And there's actually the Mega Force Zord is the same way. Super Mega Force and Mega Force Zord. There's a couple like that. It's mostly only the newer ones that are pink. Like past Mega Force, really. Also, I think there's the Shogun in this set as well. And the Shogun Zord, it's supposed to be white. The way it's white in Japan, but over here it's pink. But that is the Crane Zord. So let's get into the final Zord before we get into the combination, which I don't really have to, but hey, we gotta talk about the Falcon. The Falcon Zord, the biggest Zord and probably the most iconic and best one of the whole lot here. It is very yellowed. Not on the back, though. It's actually pretty white on the back, but turn it over and you can blatantly see it's turning beige. Womp, womp, womp. I also took the lights and sounds out of this thing. This thing in Japan has lights and sounds. So that's cool. And as far as it goes... This thing is really good. It also could combine with Shogun Zord, so there is kind of a thing with this, which I always wondered about up until recently. It combines onto the Shogun like that, and kind of acts as guns, so that's cool. But as far as this one goes, the chrome is really good on this one as well. You can see the feet are really well. Barely any scuffage on them at all. The back here, also really good. Looks really nice. Half the head's kind of browning, I guess, beige, and it has an opening mouth, which I actually missed on. For being honest, I missed that on the Bear Zord. But yeah, as far as this thing goes, it is pretty cool. There's not much you can do with it though outside of the combination. This is probably like, it's one of those 6th Ranger Zords before they were like, oh, the 6th Ranger just gets its own Megazord type thing. But that is the set of Zords, so let's get into the combination. Alright, and to start the main combination, we're going to first take the Frog Zord here. So as far as the Frog Zord goes, you're going to take the rear legs, fold them up like that, take it at the front and do that, fold the front legs down, and then the knee will go over it. So you gotta make sure you get those in there. And then you can snap those into place like so. Fold down the feet, and there are your legs. There's the frog. Next up, we're going to take the Bear Zord, and we're going to remove the fists off of it. Karate chop hand and the fist. And I'm going to take the front legs, and they're going to fold up like so. Oop. Uh-oh. There we go. You gotta make sure they get all inside like that. There we go. Take the hind legs, do that, and then attach it to the top. Like so. Next, we're gonna take the Wolf Zord, take the front legs, fold them in, take the rear, fold them down, then take the blue cap, put it on, and then attach the arm. Come to red, push in the arms, pull them back, open up the back, flip them in, scrunch the legs, and add the cap, which is very horrifically yellowed. Very horrifically. And we're actually going to add the Falcon before we add pink, because dramatic effect. So turning the Megazord around here, you can see all those weight clips. We're going to take the Falcon Zord and just kind of rotate the feet. Take the heels, if you'd like, and fold them in. Does help a bit. And attach him. Like so. So there is the Falcon attached onto the back. And then take pink. So you're going to fold in the wings. Come to the front of it. Fold it up. Reveal the face. And then attach the head. And there is the Ninja Megazord all combined up, and I always like this Megazord. I think this Megazord's really good. And I kind of like how the colors work, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, there's all of the colors are very clearly visible. You got black, then you got yellow, red, blue, pink, and then white on the back as well. You have all of the 6 colors visible. And it's really cool to see all 6. As far as it goes, I mean, it is nice. I'm going to hit the camera. If you're looking at it, yeah, it's really close. That's because it is. I actually hit the camera with the wings. See if you can pick that part out, but yeah. So as far as the back goes, very clean. It'd be clean anyway, but, you know, the white sword's on the back. As far as the front goes, very cool. Now, there is no swords or anything with this thing because it's the Ninja Zord. It doesn't have those. So it actually has Karate Chop Hand, which is really ridiculous, but hey. And Punch Hand, which is also really ridiculous, but hey. As far as it goes, legs, it has the lightning bolts, everything on it. And it just looks really good in this form. There's no articulation, really. You can get a knee bend out of it. And there's a bit of forward at the leg, a little bit. It's very slight. But it's there. You have, obviously, arm like I showed, but that's it. That's your articulation. There's nothing more than that. Not that that's surprising. There's not a lot. There's a couple of Megazords. Zeo is really posable for the original Megazords, but that's really it. But as far as this one goes, really nice. I'll show the head here. Head's pretty easy to get off. But there's the head. There's the face, everything like that. Looks really nice. I'm surprised this didn't yellow for some reason. The head didn't turn yellow, despite it being white, but all of the gray turned yellow for some reason. Really weird. But yeah, as far as the rating on this Megazord goes, 5 out of 5. You know, it's OG. I can't be harsh against it, because it is when the Megazords were in their prime and in peak condition. This thing is crazy good. And I love the Zords. The Zords are awesome. I don't hate any of them. I don't think they're stupid in any way. This one's a bit weird, but other than that, they're all really good. I love them all. But yeah, that has been my review of the Ninja Megazord. This has been Eilt Elite signing out.